everybody. I'm your host, Dash. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Medley Media Podcast. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button for me. Also, follow us on Instagram at Medley Media Podcast. And shout out to our sponsors, GLD and Storyblocks. So today I do have a very special guest in the house. We have Sev the artist. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Glad to have you on, family.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we are going to go ahead and shout out her Instagram. So that is Sev the artist. And also you can subscribe to her YouTube with the same tag. So let's jump right into it. Let's get started with the Medley Minutes.
Let's do it.
Okay. So we can talk about where you're from.
Okay. Let's see. I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina. Born and raised. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What side of Greensboro? What part of Greensboro?
South side.
South side. Okay.
South side.
I feel like I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't know that. They think I'm from the east side.
Because you went to Dudley.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. New information. So how did you get into music?
I mean, really, I was born into it, honestly. Like, my mom, my family were all in band, marching band, chorus, anything. So it just kind of just flew through the bloodline. It just came to me. I just picked it up. You know, everybody started with the recorder. So I took the recorder to the saxophone, to trombone, to anything. And then I just, you know, used my voice.
Okay. And when you were in band in high school, what instrument did you play?
I played alto sax. I played tenor sax. I played trombone. I was a drum major. You know, so I kind of just tied it all together. So that's why in a lot of my music you hear live instruments and different things like that.
Okay, understood. So what keeps you motivated with your music?
Life, man. You just want to always get to that next level. You know, you don't want to stay stagnant, because if you staying stagnant, you're not doing something right. So you always want to just get to that next level, and music is something that speaks to the people, like to the masses. So if I could just spread my music and my love to other people, you just gonna feel the vibe.
Okay, and would you consider your music to be an emotional outlet for you?
Of course, yeah.
Okay,
yeah. You know, you got to have an outlet somewhere. You know, you can't hold it all in. So, you know, I advise everybody to go to a therapist. If you don't want to go to a therapist, you know, write it out, put it in a poetry or a poem or something. You know.
Okay, all right. I like that vibe. And so, how did you come up with the name Sev?
All right, so my name is Charlotte. So Charlotte's area code is 704. So I just took the 7 out of that and just put Sev.
Okay.
So that's where it came from.
Okay, real catchy. And I do actually want to talk about you as an artist going through the pandemic. How has that affected you at all, if it has at all?
Really, it hadn't. It really just kind of brought me closer to myself, you know? Like, it really just gave me an opportunity to hone in on my own craft. You know, like, before the pandemic, I really wasn't taking it seriously. You know, it was just kind of like a hobby, you know? But the pandemic really brought it to my attention that, look, I got this gift. God gave me this gift, so I need to use it before he take it away. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So the pandemic really just gave me an opportunity to grow and to really, like, hone in on my skills and my craft.
Okay. And then, so in a way, would you say that it's made you better?
Yeah, of course. Like, you
Okay.
can even hear the growth just, you know what I'm saying, from my previous releases. Like, my newest release was probably the best release I've released so far.
Okay. And I actually do have a question later for you, comparing and contrasting some new and some old music. But we can talk about your music that's out now on some streaming platforms. So I see you're on Apple Music and Tidal. What other platforms can they find you on?
Spotify. What else we got? We got SoundCloud. We got all of them.
Okay,
You can find me on all
platforms
of them.
across the board. Good to know. Good to hear it. Okay, so I do want to go back to your very first single, which was called Dislocated. Let's actually compare that to your single, your most recent single, Sunshine. What are the growth areas that are like completely obvious to you, being that these are your projects?
I mean, Dislocated, I recorded that in my living room in Brooklyn. You know, like, I just recorded it on my voice memo, sent it to my best friend Sway. Shout out to Sway. To mix and master it. And I was like, I'm putting it out. Like, I don't care what it sounds like. I'm putting it out there. And honestly, I probably could have kept it, you know, groomed it a little bit more, but it was just something to put out to show, like, look, I'm here. I'm about to take over.
I'm an artist.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it was just something to put out. It was how I was feeling. I was happy about it. And it, you know.
Okay, right. And to think back to that moment, how was it to feel like, okay, I'm an artist, I actually have music out on a platform?
I was lit. I went to work. I was like, man, I got music out, you know. And at the time, you know, I was working in New York, so everybody was like, oh, yeah, she got music out. She got music out. So I was excited, you know, but it was just a good feeling to know I finally put something out I was proud of.
Okay, that's what's up. So speaking of Sunshine, I do want to congratulate you on your new release.
Thank you.
So what was your inspiration for that track?
You know, we family.
Right.
So shout out to Mama Pam, because Mama Pam backyard, like, you know, she had the sunflowers back there. And again, we were in the pandemic. So I would go sit out in the backyard just for air, like inspiration. I just looked and it was like these little sunflowers just like posted outside. And I just started just like, baby, you could, you know what I'm saying? Like just writing it like in my head in my voice memos, and it just came out. And I was like, bet. Like, I went home, like started jotting notes down and just how I felt. But it was really her backyard was really the inspiration. Just the light, the bright, the yellow, like the sun, the sunflowers, everything just kind of brought it all together for me.
And that's actually crazy because I didn't know what I thought you were gonna say, but I didn't think it would be my Aunt Pam's backyard. But that's dope though. That's actually dope. Okay, and so who did the cover art for that track?
This guy I found on Twitter, honestly.
Oh,
like
for real?
I tweeted and was
That's
like, I need
up.
some cover art. Yeah, he, you know, like you get all these spam accounts that just kind of like blow your DMs up. But this guy, somebody had like retweeted his work. And I reached out to him. Crazy thing is, I reached out to him for Pre-K, my first EP, and he never responded. So I had tweeted and was like, God, maybe like God have just pushed it so he'll see my DM. Like 5 minutes later, he responded.
That's what's
and
up.
I was like, man, I got something for you, you know? And he was like, bro, I love the idea. And we just ran with it. And he sent me, like, I was happy with the first copy he sent.
Right.
And I was like, this is exactly what I was looking for. But his Twitter name is BA Creator.
Okay.
So yeah, he's dope. He's a dope
All right,
artist.
definitely got to go check him out. And so you dropped another single earlier this year. It's called Show Me.
Yeah.
And you did have a feature on it with Nadi Za. So what made you actually add her part versus maybe like adding it? What made you add her part for sure?
Honestly, I wouldn't even really say it's a feature. I really would say it's just kind of like a collab.
Okay.
Just because we had been working on that project for like maybe a year and a half.
So it was a together thing all the way through. Okay, that's what's up.
And I just love her voice. We're both in the same position. Like we're both just starting out, both just really getting comfortable with being artists. We still got other things going on. So I was like, look, I need you on this track. She was like, bet. Like she got in the studio and she just killed it. I was like, man, like I'm not even prepared. Like I don't even. How am I gonna come back after this? Like, you know, but
it was a dope room on the track,
yeah,
right?
Nah, she took it, you know.
That's what's up.
It's a great track.
Yeah, I definitely do like that song. So the next question I have for you, I actually want to talk about an insight that was featured on your Instagram. It was about simply listening to an instrumental and vibing from there. So is that really how you generate all of your music?
Yeah.
Okay.
I listen to instrumentals and I just kind of feel the vibe, really. Like, I think I know what video you're talking about, and it's just, I think I was just kind of repeating, like, feel the vibe or feel the groove or something like that. But yeah, I'll play an instrumental and I just go from there. Like, I find a melody and then I just go. Like, I don't really write my music, honestly.
Okay. That was my next question.
Yeah.
Okay, and so is that natural? Because every artist can't do that. So, was that something that you kind of had to learn or teach yourself how to do, or is that just your natural process?
That's just natural for me. I feel like me trying to force myself to write is harder for me to kind of get stuff out rather than me just go with the flow and just kind of just listen to the instrumental and just go. So it's easier for me to do that rather than me try to write something down, but that's something that I'm working on.
I'm gonna say that's interesting because I thought, did you write poetry at some point?
A long time ago, you know, but as you get older,
I've known this is Shar to me, but Sam to y'all, but I've known her since high school. Like
as you get
that's what I'm
older,
like, I think you wrote poetry at one point. Oh, okay.
As you get older, you know, you kind of veer off, you know. And it's words now don't come easily to me as they did before. You know,
when it comes on
the
paper,
stresses of adulthood, but writing it on paper isn't as easy as it was before. So it's easier for me to just kind of listen to an instrumental and just go.
Gotcha, understood. All right, so let's talk about having Danica as your manager. We can just slightly talk about it because I have some other questions about it too, but my main point is, are you more eager to learn being that your manager is your girlfriend?
I think we both kind of are going through the motions and just learning together, honestly. It's a great partnership because we can kind of go through this whole journey together. You know what I'm saying? Aside from the relationship, at the end of the day, we're business partners. So it kind of just elevates our relationship to a whole nother level that we can learn, you know, this music industry together and kind of just go through the ins and outs of everything. But I mean, it's simple. I mean, we get on each other's nerves, but you know, at the end of the day, it's business. So we have to learn how to split, you know, Charlotte and Nika, and you know what I'm saying, between my manager and her artist. So you got to learn how to, you know, just balance the two.
That's what's up. And do you feel like that her history in radio has kind of, you know, like helped you all in a way?
I mean, yes and no. She has that experience, but we don't use that, you know what I'm saying, necessarily to our advantage. You know, because at the end of the day, we want to start from the ground up. So we don't really want to use no handouts.
I feel
so
you.
So it kind of could be like, oh, well, you know, Nika and Sev, they just hit me up and it was boom. Like, no, I don't want to go that route. I want to work.
Okay, and that's real because y'all easily could go that route.
Yeah.
Easily.
Nah, I want to work.
All right, I respect it. I respect the grind. Okay. All right, so name 2 things that you struggle with as an artist.
Just like I said previously, like actually sitting down and actually learning or writing a song, you know, just to kind of get out of what I'm comfortable with, stepping outside of my comfort zone, and just working on just being consistent. You know, that's a big part of everything. You got to stay consistent and gaining those followers and gaining that traction. You got to, you know, so just getting out of, you know, working that 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying, and just still working that 5 to 12, you know what I'm saying, with just business. So just telling myself mentally, like, you know what I'm saying, you got to keep going. As much as I want to go lay on that couch, I got to, you know, got to keep going. So,
okay. Yeah. Well, speaking of other businesses and projects, I want you to touch on Love Dreams a little bit. What's that?
So, Love Dreams is me and Nika's creative hub. It's a all-inclusive entertainment.
Okay.
You know,
I like the verbiage, a hub.
Yeah. It's, you know, entertainment, you know, A&R, you know, whatever you need, we got it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, like I said, we're learning, you know, the whole gist of everything. But it's, if you want to come on over to Love Dreams, if you don't want nobody all up in your videos, you know what I'm saying, dancing, you know what I'm saying?
I feel
so,
you.
So yeah, it's a, you know, all-inclusive entertainment company, whatever you need.
Okay, that's dope. Definitely dope. All right, and I do want to shout out one more project of yours. It is the 1-year anniversary of her EP, Pre-K. Woo! Shout out there. All right, so let's just talk about that in a little bit. How was it, and what's it like coming up, you know, having a project out for a year and things like that?
Pre-K was wild. Like, I recorded Pre-K when we first came back to North Carolina in, like, a day. I went to the studio and just recorded all of that.
That's wild.
In one session. Because I was just so eager. Like, I was like, I got to put out something. Like, I need something to come out. And I just did it. And it was a great project. It's Pre-K was a beginning. It was literally, like, the first of everything. That's why it's called Pre-K. It's like, I'm a student in this music game, so I'm teaching myself. So that's why when you see it, it's the pencil. It's, like, all of this. Because I'm really just learning and going through everything.
Okay.
From the beginning. So, yeah. It's good. It's dope.
Yeah, I like it. Well, definitely congratulations on that, of course. All right, so who are you hoping to reach, if anyone, as far as like a target audience? Do you feel like you figured out your target audience? Yeah, I actually like to ask some of my good interviewees this, but do you feel like you found your target audience yet?
Honestly, no. I still feel like I'm in the middle. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm 25, about to turn 26. Okay. So I still kind of got like the younger
transition
type
like going on.
I'm right in between, you know, the 18, 21 range, but then I'm hitting that 25 to 30 range. And then mostly it's the 35 and up, really. So it's kind of like, I don't know. Where are you?
Okay. And well, as long as you're somewhere on the spectrum.
Yeah, it's
right.
It fluctuates. It out. It fluctuates.
Okay, that's what's up. Versatility is important. It's key. Right. I actually have a question about that. How important is it to you to be a versatile artist?
It's important. You got to know how to switch it up. It's wild because when you see me, a lot of people think I'm a rapper, you know, and it's just like, no. But, you know, I'm eager to learn. Like, you know, somebody teach me how to, you know, spit a quick 16. Like, I'll be ready. You know what I'm saying? But I just, you know, sometimes you got to stay in your lane when you know that you're great at something, you know. So right now, since I'm just really starting out, I'm gonna stay in my lane for right now. But catch me in a few weeks.
Right. Okay, definitely feel you on that. All right, so we honestly can get to the next part, which to me may be the best part. But we do have a special performance coming up from Sev the artist. But before we go, I do want to ask, I know you just dropped, no pressure, but what should we expect next?
Coming soon. The music video. The music video for Sunshine should be out soon. I don't have a date for you guys yet. But the music video should be out very soon.
All right, and just so y'all just don't forget, go ahead and follow her Instagram, which I plugs. But again, it's Sev the Artist on Instagram and YouTube. And shout out Sunshine out on all platforms.
Yes, and that's SEVV with 2 V's.
2 V's.
SEVVTHEARTIST on all social media.
Period. All right, well, Sev, thank you so much for kicking it with me. I thank y'all so much for tuning in, but continue to stay tuned for that live performance. We'll catch y'all next time. And now, without further ado, Sev the Artist.
Yeah. Yeah, how y'all doing? It's a lover's anthem right here. I need all of y'all to just grab y'all ladies. Fellas, grab them, okay? Hey. Baby, you can fly up to the moon, yeah. I'll be on my way, girl, I'll be there soon. You don't have to worry about a thing, yeah. Cause I got everything that you need. You're my sunshine, my shining light. Sunflower in the day, yeah. Oh my, so divine, chocolate pie. I think about you every day, yeah. You're my sunshine, so divine. Sunflower in the summertime. Oh my, chocolate pie, so divine. Baby, you're mine. Turns out I'm gonna let this ride, and I ain't going out tonight. It's just me and you. It's whatever you wanna do, cause every day I'm ready to ride with you. Sit back, relax your mind. I'm gonna take you out of space tonight. Leave your mind and stress behind. I'm gonna take you on a trip tonight. Baby, you can fly up to the moon, yeah. I'll be on my way, girl, I'll be there soon. You don't have to worry about a thing, yeah. Cause I got everything that you need. You're my sunshine, my shining light. Sunflower in the day, yeah. Oh my, so divine, chocolate pie. I think about you every day, yeah. You're my sunshine, so divine. Sunflower in the summertime. Oh my, chocolate pie, so divine. Baby, you're mine. I've been about you and I'm still about you. I'll cross 100 seas so I can check up on you. I won't switch up or question hiccups. Just know that I'm around when you need a pickup. Yeah, yeah. Baby, lose your mind, we can take our time. Next trip leaves around 9. I'll be there so you can take a ride. I'll be there so you can take a ride. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, you can fly up to the moon, yeah. I'll be on my way, girl, I'll be there soon. You don't have to worry about a thing, yeah. Cause I got everything that you need. You're my sunshine, my shining light. Sunflower in the day, yeah. Oh my, so divine, chocolate pie. I think about you every day, yeah. You're my sunshine, so divine. Sunflower in the summertime. Oh my, chocolate pie, so divine. Baby, you're mine.